Yo, what's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Yeah, it's Friday, baby. Hey, we're back streaming some Gym Winter Challenge. It's been a minute. So thanks for all you guys for coming in here and hanging out with us tonight. Check out this VOD maybe later if you are. We're going to be playing some Gym Winter Challenge on PTCGL, which is kind of cool. I mean, I had some trepidations at the start, but here we are, getting to check it out, getting to see what all is there in PTCGL. And there's a lot of cards that were there. There's a lot of good things here. I played a couple matches here and there, so this isn't my first rodeo on live. I've enjoyed it. Like I said, it's definitely not the Gym Leader Challenge that we know and love, right? It's like a little different, which is refreshing to a certain degree. And having it on a client with matchmaking is great. Obviously, there's, when you pair into someone on the trainer trials ladder, you kind of get a mixed bag of opponents. I've had some really good opponents, though, and I've had some not some great opponents either. And maybe I haven't been that great of an opponent myself. But let's hop into some games here. Let's play. I'm going to play Garganackle first, which is pretty sweet. Forgot how wonky live is with this sort of stuff, but let's just get into it. I don't think there's really any reason. I gotta set my deck to the active. Let's play a trainer trial deck. Let's get into it. It's been a while since I've streamed, so I'm making sure I have everything set up. I don't even know if I have my chat box over here. Let's see if we can get that set up. Not that I think a lot of people will be chatting. Kind of a surprise stream. People didn't know I was going to be streaming. I didn't really know if I was going to be streaming tonight either. I said later this week, and I was like, we're going to get around to it. We did. We got around to it. All right, got our pairing. Ruveki. If you're wondering what my live name, it is Jeff Bish. All right. Let's see. Where's my chat box? I'm going to put it over here underneath my face. Opponent deciding who's going first. We're in a pretty decent spot over there. Let's do a quick test message out here on the chat. Just see if it pops up. Oh, there we go. It does pop up. A little tiny, but we'll deal with it. All right. What do we have? We don't have a basic. Okay. Not having a basic happens. Not having a basic happens. All right. This is mulligan number 2. All right, this Riolu. Riolu in greens is good. We also get a quick ball here. Our opponent has dark sleeves. Are they playing dark? I would love for them to be playing dark. Because I am playing fighting. A Dino and an Eviltal. So we do get to go first here. Quick ball, away the Raihan. Let's go and grab something that can do some damage. Maybe something we want to get evolved next turn. I do have Rare Candy in hand. This is what I'm not quite used to. There's Colossal. So we've got green. So I do think I am just going to go ahead and grab the Roly-Coly. And then let's Roly-Coly here. Let's attach this energy to Riolu. And let's just end our turn. Green's hopefully going to let us go, Rare Candy Nicole, but how do we get the energy in the discard pile is going to be another thing. I could always get Viridian and start like, but I really need to get an attack going. And if I got 2 ways to get evolution next turn, I could go Riolu, evolution Lucario into Cole, and then have a pretty good setup, to be honest. I love this deck. I just love Cole so much. People be hating on Cole, but I love Cole. There's a Pokestop. I don't hate Pokestop because we have Lannis Aid. Oh, hitting Buddy popping off the Pokestop. Kind of fun. Brock Scouting's been kind of a fun card to play in this format. Better than I thought. 2 basics or 1 evolution. I actually like it a lot. I like it a lot better than like Arazu or something. Alright. The Dino here. Gonna stomp off, discard the top of our deck. Pokegear, not the end of the world. A nice draw here. Arvin's okay. Alright, so let's go greens. But what do I want a greens for? I want 2 ways to get evolutions here if we got them. It looks like all I've got is Timer Ball. So I'd really have to hit Timer Ball here. So we could go Timer Ball. To be honest, I should probably just go Buddy Buddy Poffin, right? Buddy Buddy Poffin, TM Evolution. This is what I'm really bad at, is all of that. You know, if I was just going to do this, maybe I should just played Arven. Alright, so here's Buddy Buddy Poffin. Let's double check that I've got the Carcoal. Yep, alright. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves a Knackley here. Alright. We can, I think, afford to Pokestop here a bit. No! That's definitely like the end of the world, right? Colossal Nagelstack. Oof. Never Pokestop, chat. Huge on me. It's kind of okay because we do have the rare candy. Alright, so done there. There's that. Alright. That ends our turn. Oh, so sad. I was hoping that maybe we put some energy. It was a gamble. But the high roll was the energy. The low roll was what we just happened. You can tell I've not been playing for a while. Alright, there's Haunter. There's another energy on Dino here. Here goes the Pokestop. Alright, I'm just going to bite here. So because I have Lana's Aid and because I'm probably going to play it this turn, we are going to spin the Pokestop wheel first. Yeah, let's spin the Pokestop wheel. We do get a Nest Ball. Nest Ball is pretty good here, to be honest. I can get something like Slitherwing. Yeah, I probably just want Slitherwing. And then let's go Lana's Aid. I'm just going to grab 3 Pokemon here. We'll go Colt. We'll go Nagelstack. And then, is this weak? No, not quite. We'll just go ahead and punch, though. Go ahead and do some kicky kick for 20. I think we're going to have the late game here if we can get there. Just got to find energy. And I know that I can get... I can Arven into Earthen Vessel. So what's Lady going to do? Search for 4 basic energy. Do they have the Rain Dance? Do they have Dino's Evolution? They have like Rare Candy into Hydreigon? Discount energy there. There's the Gengar. What's Gengar do? Switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench. That's pretty cool. Alright, here's another bite. Alright. There's a Marnie. I'm tempted to Marnie. I'm also tempted to discard the Marnie. What's Arven here? I want Earthen Vessel. I don't have anything to retreat, so I think I'm just going to get the Turbo Energize and then discard it. I could always discard the Rare Candy, too. Let's go get these cards. And then let's go ahead and Ultra Ball away those. I could grab the Lucario here. I don't really hate it. It gets to charge itself up. We're at 25 cards in our deck. Kind of fine where we're at. Let's go ahead and Roaring Resolve here. We get to put 20 damage on our Lucario. We get to go find a basic energy from our deck. We'll do that. Let's use Cole's ability here. Take these 2 energy. Tar Generator lets us put a Fighting and a Fire onto our Pokemon. The Fire is going to go onto Groudon. I think just for some diversity, I might go Slitherwing here. And then from here, let's just go Ore Volley. It discards these 2 energy too. which is kind of big because we do need energy in our discard pile. We get to take first blood. And then next turn, hey, there's Evolution Incense. That at least gets me Garganackle. The next turn, that could get us the 2 energy here. Getting rid of the Rain Dancer is going to be cool. The Gengar is going to take the knockout. Oh. What is Mickey always? He's always posted every morning, like, how did I know I was going to win? Friends in Paldea is how I know I'm going to win this game. And if I don't win, clip it. I'm fighting. I can still lose. All right, Absol coming down. Oh, I've seen this one. I actually kind of like this Absol in this format. I think it's a little underpowered. I think sometimes people... It might just be the card that they have, but I do sometimes think people misjudge the power level of this format and think that maybe it's slower than it needs to be. All right. I think I'm going to go Slitherwing here. And I'm going to get this KO. All right, this doesn't have resistance. It has weakness to fighting, which is kind of dumb. All right. What do I have in here? I got 2 Pokemon and the 2 fightings. So let's go Evolution Incense. Let's grab our Garganackle here. Let's do that. I got Super Rod, so let's Pokestop the wheel here. Cool. Those are ones I kind of want. So I am going to Super Rod those back in. Please give me those. Give me that Riolu as well. We'll go ahead and rip this Marnie. Go ahead and get our opponent's hand down. Drew the Koraidon. I like that a lot. And there's a Night Stretcher for energy or Pokemon if we need it. Koraidon will be a nice promotion here. Avery will be nice too. So let's go ahead and do the thing. Let's start with Energizing Rock Salt. Find an energy and throw it onto something. We'll throw that on Slitherwing. And then let's go ahead and Tar Generator here. I'm going to go ahead and put that energy on a Groudon. It's 1 energy away. Got a good hand. I got Palpad. I mean, things are just looking good. Let's go ahead and Birding Turbulence. Do 120, actually 240 because of weakness. Get rid of energy on the board. Take 90 to ourselves, but take our second prize in the game. We doing it. Hey, there's a Guzman. That's a pretty good draw. Oh, playing Rainbow Energy in this deck. A lot of synergy there with the Great Tusk that we're playing. Swalot's pretty cool. Swalot. This Pokemon has more energy attached than your opponent. It does 160. Shout out to Panda Tart, my locals. He was trying that card out in his GLC deck. You can get it going first. 1 energy is more than 0. There's always Guzman 2 to help it out, or Boss. All right, here comes Crushing Hammer. Crushing Hammer, not a good card against us, right? Crushing Hammer, is flip and discard, right? Yeah, I mean, we just have these 2 stage 2 Dynamotors here. Here comes Devouring Mouth. Not doing a lot. All right, there's the Great Tusk. So I got 2 options here. Dude, are they playing Avery, do you think? And what are they going to discard? I do kind of like my hand, though. So I'm just going to Avery first. Let's draw 3. We got the energy that we need. I like drawing Big Air Balloon, too. All right, wait for our opponent to select who they're going to discard down to. So I think the game plan here is throw this Fighting Energy onto Slitherwing, do all 3 energy retreat, and then attach 2 to Koraidon. Do a big Koraidon damage. I could also go up to Groudon, and I could attach 1 to Groudon and 1 to something else. This is weakness to fighting, so I still have to discard 3 energy from it. So I think maybe putting up the Koraidon is better, and then that saves me an energy for next turn on my discard pile too, so I could attach to Koraidon and use the 3 energy attack, or I could just 2 energy retreat following turn 2. So a lot of different options. I got Guzman hand too, so a lot of things to think about here. But I do think that this is the right play. I know people don't enjoy setup decks, but like I kind of like the what comes after the setup part of things. I'm gonna say this bench space too. Like Great Tusk will be fine, and like the fact that I have Slitherwing here too is great. It might be worth it just to bounce. Nope, our opponent's conceding. Mickey, what's up, man? Best type in GLC. Definitely think it's good. Definitely think it's good. All right. There's our first win of the night. Mickey, I was quoting you earlier. When you know you're gonna win, sort of deal. That was the deal. Our opponent played Friends in Paldea. All right, cool. Pretty sweet. Again, I downloaded live when I first had to transition over, just to see like what kind of the card pool would look like for GLC. And I don't think I played any games maybe outside of like one with the starter deck that they gave me, and I was like, this isn't touching my GLC love. So gave it away, and then they announced that this was coming back. Hopped back in. Obviously needed some newer staples. Fortunately had some kind of like I don't know what the currency's called, but some of that left over from the PTCGO days. And was able to get most of what I need. And then if not, I got like a whole Dragon Shield box of code cards I've just been kind of hoarding from my locals who have been like, here, you can have this if you want to. Just like waiting for this day. So we were able to do it. We were able to get kind of these 3 decks I wanted to, and then we got all the staples that we really need to at this point. I think we'll do one more game of this, and then I'll jump into Psychic Spread. All right, showing our opponent our first mulligan here. Hey, there's our Riolu again. Bad hand. We need to find something. Giving our opponent an extra card. I don't think they're going to do us a favor and play weakness this time. All right, hey, my first time playing against watery stuff, I think, on this client. Everyone keeps saying that water's everywhere. It might just be that I'm in like the lower runs of the ladder. I have not seen much of water. For me, it's been dark. Dark has been really good, though. All right, no attach, no benching. And there, I mean, just pop off, chat. Just grab a greens, man. That's all you need. This is the thing, the timer. All right, I'm probably getting that. And I know that will help my opponent out with the Brooklet Hill, so maybe I just want to avoid that and get something different, like a Nest Ball. Although, I could get TM Evolution. Is it in here? It's at the end, because that's where the tools are. All right, there's TM Evolution. I got time, so let me check my Pokemon. Knackley, Roly-Coly. Yeah, we chilling, chat. All right, good. All right, buddy popping. Let's go and get our friends. Let's go ahead and yeah, so obviously I have the Carcall in hand, so we're just gonna get one up here. I have Rare Candy though, that's kind of busted. All right, let's go ahead and just evolution. We know we're just evolving the Knackley, but we're still gonna do it. All right, so nothing for the first one. Naggle stack here. All right, that ends our turn. This is always like, cool, you set up, what's the follow-up? We're waiting to draw it. We're waiting to draw the follow-up. Once we get the follow-up, we'll be fine. We'll be fine, I promise. We just got to get the follow-up. Okay, our opponent is giving us the follow-up. I mean, like, I don't have to Rare Candy. The only reason to Rare Candy is hand disruption. I could save it for recovery. Is that worth it? It never is, right? It's just never worth it. This is just like free discard at some point. All right, 2 energy there in case we draw. Let's go kicking. Oh no, Articuno's got resistance. All right, opponent's got 10 cards in hand, hasn't attached an energy, hasn't benched. Are they gonna Crispin? Okay. They Crispin, but they didn't attach. All right, so they're gonna get more water energy. I'm gonna attach it to the Articuno here. I would love to draw anything. That's not quite it. So I mean, this is doing 110. So I could save it by going up into Colossal, taking 110. And what's that really stopping? Nothing, right? I have Guzma, but they have to bench something. Yeah, I think we're sacrificing Riolu with Dynamotor plus Rescue Stretcher. We'll be fine. Well, there's Buddy Poffin. We're in... This is what this deck does sometimes. It's why I get that people don't like playing cold decks. It's like you can get set up and then kind of flounder for a bit. What's that? Is that TM Evolution in the Mirror? Yeah. Okay, they're going to go the evolution route. Are they playing water control? This is kind of funky. I kind of like it. I wonder if that was just like a misclick or something. Okay. I mean, okay, it sounds like they're saying that was bad. So let's go ahead and Guzma up here. I'm going to bring up the Buizel. We're going to bring up our Cole. I got Big Air Balloon, you know. So I can just retreat if I need to. I'm so used to Twin Leaf where I get to drag. Dragging, optimal. Dragging is legit. All I want to do is drag. Alright, 20 damage to this Buizel. Alright, there's the Slow King. Put 2 energy attached to your opponent's active into their hand. That actually might be back-breaking. Oh, they didn't go attached to the Float Soul. 50 damage isn't 60, so I get it. Alright. Still 6 cards in my opponent's hand. They have only played Crispin. I know that they've got some energy. There's... Oh. Gotta read your cards. Stage 2, Big Air Balloon. Stage 2 does not have retreat. That's a base mistake right there. That's something I would do. Something I would do. Alright, passing over to us. Alright, Avery. We're playing it. Nest Ball. All those things are good cards. There's the Field Blower too. Not that we need it. So let's go Nestle Ball. This will... The Slitherwing will kill anything. Let's go ahead and kick some more. Got Birdkeeper too. Birdkeeper's pretty sweet. Birdkeeper's a great card in this format. The fact that you don't have Tate and Liza is like a little like, I wish I had Tate and Liza. So of like its flexibility, it's so good. It's such a flexible card. But then you're like Birdkeeper. It's just like both effects, and you've lost a lot of consistency just because like you don't have X card or Y card in your deck that you normally would have. So having access to Birdkeeper, optimal. All right, so let's do my favorite thing. Let's go Birdkeeper into thing with Retreat Tool. Draw 3 cards. Those are not good cards, but Timer Ball might get us a Lucario. Heads, tails. I haven't even checked. So are going to get the Lucario. Lucario helps us like quadruple foe here. Lucario taking KO and putting energy in the discard pile. It's like what all you want in this format. So we get to retreat here. Still no energy in our discard pile. Let's Aura, Sphere, Bali. Alright, take that KO, discard some energy. We got, if they take the knockout here, which they definitely could, right? No, Rainbow Energy is a good pickup. We can do 110 to Lucario here. So we definitely can't attach that there. We also can't use its ability. Alright, nice stretcher here for the Buizel. Energy goes to Slow King. And then they're going to do Ice Blast here. 110 to our Lucario. Sad day. Sad day. There's Cynthia and Caitlin. So I could do like some funny things here. Like I could KO my own Lucario, right? Which is kind of hilarious. Just to get it out of the active. And then, do I get to put another energy? That's kind of the interesting thing. I could Marnie, but they only have 4 cards. So I think the goal, we're just going to Cynthia and Caitlin here. And I am going to discard this Carkol. I just want to get back, probably Guzma, target down something. Draw 3 cards. Sato's fine. Our hand is massive. So let's go ahead and Roaring Resolve here. Put 20 damage on Lucario. Knock it out. It will die here. Our opponent gets a prize. Again, kind of funky the way that we're going about this. But it's how we're going to do it. We'll go up into Slitherwing. I am going to rescue Stretcher from your hand into my hand. Let's just go ahead and get this Riolu back. And then let's Tar Generator. Put an energy onto Slitherly Wing. Gotta get rid of this rainbow energy, unfortunately. But, you know, needs must. And then let's go ahead and... Oh, resistance here is kind of a bummer. Resistance happens. Alright. We make misplays too. Fighting against water. Stupid flying types. Oh, the burn. The burn, chat. Burn's so good. Hey, look, we didn't make a misplay, chat. We made the best play. I'll edit that part out. Happy Friday again, guys. The last Friday of the school year for me. No longer will I need to grade. Grades are done. Grades are due Monday morning at 9. I did them all. Teacher free. Oh, Iris Fighting Spirit. You know, discard a card, draw until you have 6. Someone mentioned, why didn't you... yeah, I didn't put that card in our spoiler when Josh and I did it for the last set, Journey Together. And I think there's just other cards that do the same thing. You know, they just do them better. So, all right. All right, there's Lux Cape. All right, so Lana's Aid here. Slitherwing, Energy, Lucario. You know, Evolve. Bench a Slitherwing, so we have an active attacker. Let's go ahead and Tar Generator. Throw that energy on Lucario. We'll go ahead and Arm Resolve. The nicest thing about this client is that it does tell you what damage you're hitting for. So, like, I shouldn't have... Like, I realized the mistake before I attacked last turn because of this. So I am doing 130, which is enough. So that means I can go somewhere else with this energy. I'm going to go on Slitherwing here. I mean, our hand's just still so big. So let's go Aura, Volley, Spear. Let's do 130. Take another prize here. The great thing about fighting is it's kept. So, like, even if I feel like I know the card pool better than other players, or even if I feel like I'm making more informed decisions, fighting is really good about keeping the prize race very close, like in this particular deck too. So every matchup that I play with it is incredibly close. So that part of it has been kind of fun too. Like, I'm not beating up on anyone. So if you're looking for a deck that, like, you want to grind, you want to play, you want to get better at, has some resemblance to GLC in paper form, that can win you matches, and is also going to maybe, like, get other people hooked into the game, right? Because, like, it's all about growing the community, right? Like, even though, like, I'm being attacked by a Quaxley here, like, my opponent isn't being super outclassed by this deck. This is a deck to consider. Again, I know I'm throwing a lot of stuff out there at you guys, but something to consider. Oh, cool. So I just have Evolution Incense. Can't draw another basic to save our life, but that's okay. And so now I can go Energizing Rock Salt. I get to attach and heal. And then I can go Tar Generator here. And I am going to attach that to Lucario here. Attach another energy to Slitherwing. And then, yeah, let's do the business. Yeah, no Rain Dancer in their deck means that we're probably going to pull away. Excuse me. Get another energy. We'll play some Psychic Spread after this. I'm excited for Psychic Spread. And then I've got Rodger's Fire deck up. So, I don't know. We might go 2-2-2. We might go 2-2-1. We might go 2-1. I don't know. Whatever. We'll see. Get the vibes. All right. And that's GG's. I'm going to give my opponent the thumbs up just to let them know. We won't waste their time. We just got to get energies onto our Lucario. I love this Lucario. So, shout out to Ben Morse. He played a similar list like this. He gave me some credit. Hey, I appreciate that. This list is not mine alone, right? A lot of people made Cole before me, so I won't take credit, but the ancient list was always something that I really wanted to work for. So he gave me some credit, but he made the list, put it up. I was like, let me steal that because you already got it made. I tweaked some stuff after Guzmahala and the tag team cards became available because he had to make some changes because that stuff wasn't there. And then, yeah, I'm playing it. Been really liking it. 2-0 with the deck so far. But, I mean, that's what it's going to be. All right, Psychic Spread deck. Let's play. Psychic Spread, interesting on PTCGL. So I'm Coffer Gigasing. So we got Monkey in our deck. I'm playing not Bench Barrier Mew, which is like, feels so wrong to me, but I am playing Consistency Mew, Mysterious Tail Mew. And then outside of that, I've got Uxie, I've got Miss Magus. As my main spread options, I got Blacephalon. That was kind of the route that I ended up going with. I really think that there's like a spread Lost Zone list out there where like you are spreading and you're like slowly working towards a Sableye. And I think that list exists on this format as far as like your Psychic Spread options. So anyway, there's some things. Oh, Uxie is busted. One of the things I really liked about this list was Brock's Scouting, if I'm going to be honest with you. Brock's Scouting, it's like you want evolutions, but you want to set up. So like this card is so good. The other thing here is, you know, because we're playing Monkey, I went more basic. So we are like a Crispin deck. So I'm a little bummed that we found our Dark Energy. We're playing 2 of them. Maybe we can find a way to not have to play this. All right, there's Dodrio. There's a Noibat. I'm trying to think about what list this is. There's a Fairy Energy. Is this a Mina list? I'm intrigued. All right, so there's Evolution Incense. So we're kind of set on all fronts. So I want to use Brock Scouting over Ball Guy because Ball Guy can get Timer Ball, Ultra Ball, and Level Ball. So Ball Guy is better at getting my evolutions the following turn. And with Scouting and Nest Ball in hand, I can just go 3 wide. So let's go ahead and use it. The 3 that I want to get, obviously, Routes is going to be one of them. And then I probably want to set up a backup spreader. I could go Mimikyu. Probably just, honestly, Yamask here would be kind of brutal if I was going to do that on turn 2. And then let's go Nest Ball here. Let's just give them some pause about benching and doing some damage. So let's attach that Dark Energy to Monkey Dory and pass the turn. I had the Dark Energy, might as well use it. Next turn, we're probably going to go Kirlia in some capacity. And then see what we get. Lusamine, probably gone. I've been liking Cynthia and Caitlyn and Lusamine as kind of like 2 great options over BS Seeker, which we don't have in this format. Howpad's fine. It just doesn't get it back to hand. So like Lusamine gets you a Stadium, which we're running the Calamitous Snowy one. The one that does damage to non-basic water Pokemon. Or maybe basic non-water Pokemon. And then we've also got Old Cemetery, which is just damage to non-psychic on attach. All right, there's Hapu. Draw 3. Or How. So draw 3 cards. Draw 3, not strong in this format. All right, here comes Triple Stab. All right. Gonna do 10, which our Monkey Dory is gonna be able to ship somewhere. Draw Giratina. All right, Inkay's not bad. All right, here is an Evolution Incense. Definitely want to grab this Kirlia here. Let's go Kirlia to start. I'm gonna Refinement away a Lusamine. All right, those are some things. All right, let's ball guy here. Timer ball, quick ball, ultra ball. Not going to use any of those. And then let's just go ahead and Adrenabrain. I'll take this 10 and we're going to throw it on this Hoot. Do not know what the other evolution is, the Noctowl does, but why not? It's got the energy attached. We'll throw it there. Fairy energy all around. I love it. All right, here comes Dodrio. This Dodrio is super sweet. Zoom and draw. Put a damage counter, draw a card. One of my favorite cards. One of my favorite mons all the way back to base set, at least in the trading card game. Never cared for it much in the BGC. Love it. And the TCG, though. All right, there's an energy on the Dodrio. Got to assume the damage counter and draw is coming. Here it is. Our spread will kind of make this a monster and then just like end its life, which is kind of funny. All right, what does Mesagoza do? Is it tails they get evolutions? Oh, okay. It's just heads you get a thing, tails you don't. Kofu! Kofu spotted. Kofu. 2 cards on the bottom of your deck, draw 4. Card is busted. It's so good. Better than draw 3. Especially when you have, you know, what's the card in the deck? The barrel. Like, you gotta have a barrel, right? All right, here comes another 2 damage, which we'll be shipping. Good news is, we got a pretty good look at some cards. All right, let's start with Mesagoza here. Flipping a coin, and we get a heads. So, I get any Pokemon, you say? Give me that, Kofra. So I do think I'm going to go ahead and bench the Misdreavus. Let's go Kofra here. I do get to evolve there. I'm going to ditch Ultra Ball here. See what we get. All right, now we're really going to rely on this Timer Ball. Yep, there we go. Never punished. All right, give me that Gallade. All right, let's go Gallade here. We're looking for an energy. I think we're playing 8 energy, so we found 1 through our first couple cards here or there. Honestly, new cards. Our opponent hasn't been doing much, but we can't really rely on that. We just gotta stick to our game plan here, and we just feel so far ahead. So let's go Iona-ing. Let's see a fresh new 6 cards. There we go. That's what you like to see. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and Adrenabrain. Let's put some damage there. Let's put some more damage there. And then let's do our thing. 2 damage candles everywhere. I would like to have seen one of our stadiums, because I would like to start getting some damage in on our guys. Yeah, there's Megas too. We're getting chipped in right now, so having Uxie in the active is actually great, because that's the chip damage comes in. It wouldn't affect Miss Magus. Having Monkey to heal the chip damage off of Miss Magus too has been one of like the greatest synergies. Definitely did not think about Miss Magus too much. Well, let me see if I can resize this a bit. I don't know what it looks like on y'all's screen. There we go. Alright. Mesagoza. They're getting a card. They got full bench now. Makes our spread much better. They got a lot of big basics over there. We're going to have to be chipping in some damage for a while. There's no Evern. If you have the same number of cards in hand, ignore all energy cost of Frightening Howl. Use this card. Draw a card for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. That's pretty good. Looks like we unlocked our opponent's hand, but like, I think by unlocking their hand, they benched, and then they drew a huge hand, and we just have Marnie. We're just sitting here on Marnie. Ceaseless spitting. Oh, Cramorant. Oh, so much spitting. All right, here goes the zooming draw. So now I'm kind of tempted to like retreat into Koforgigas, because I guess I'm not killing this unless they attack in. I do put damage on my own dudes here, here, and here. They haven't shown me any spread yet. It might also just be right to like spread. These are basics though. Confuses. All right, Miss Megas. I'm gonna Marnie first before I do anything else. It's just taking 2 KOs on things that have energy, and then I can just Guzma the following turn. This just it might just be too good to pass up. So let's go ahead and retreat. Let's do this. Let's Marnie here. Just too good to pass up. And we drew the scoop up, and we drew the old cemetery. I mean, come on, chat. Sometimes this life ain't fair. All right, we gotta throw this on the Noivern. Let's go ahead and Psychic Recharge. Put that energy on Uxie. Let's go ahead and Buddy Catch. It's because we can. Just gonna grab the Guzma. And then, yeah, Law of the Underworld. Yeah, taking 2 KOs on kind of 2 important things there. Marnieing, setting up our monkey for massive damage. I mean, sure, like, so much collateral damage on our side of the board, but like, until I see Spinda, we don't care. Plus, I mean, like, having the scoop up in hand too. We have assets to Arven, scoop up net too, right? And if the Miss Magus doesn't get to proc, it's okay. We're running both of the tools that do damage on KO. All right, there's Chansey. All right, so trying to cheese out some wins with Chansey. I like that a lot. It is Koforgigas bait. All right, here is Friends in Paldea. Draw 3 cards. There goes an energy. Gonna take some damage from Old Cemetery. All right, here comes the retreat. What's Fury Cutter do? Flip 3 coins. Oh, okay. Zangoose. Our friend's a gambler over here. Extra prize. Oh, okay. I think it's doing what, 50? So 60 in total. Okay. All right, there's Bird Keeper. So yeah, we're going to Guzma up. This Chansey. Open to Uxie ourselves here. Let's go ahead and Adrenabrain. They all gotta go to the same place, right? Just gonna put 30 over there. I do want to scoop up net now. Just go ahead and get that back out in the wild. Patch an energy. I got Devo if we need to. Let's buddy catch here. I think we're just gonna get Arven. We got 23 cards in our deck. Things are looking good. That's painful memories. The memories are painful. The memories are so painful. All right, cool. All right, GG's. All right, we'll put that back over there. All right. Psychic Spread was too strong for our colorless opponent. Oh, man. This is the thing that people have been saying the most. It's like, hey, you're not expected to have people that are the most tested in the format. That's okay. That's not what this is about. Grow the format. Grow the format. It's one of the reasons why I do think that challenge battles will be really cool to see. But obviously, there's only a week left, right? It ends next Thursday. So, you don't want... Probably can't flip around and do that too quickly. Especially if you're creatures or... Is it TPCI that runs live? Do not want to go first. You do get to see some cool cards. That Zangoose was not on my radar. Kind of nifty. All right, similar situation to last time. Yeah, I mean, why not? Let's throw down a monkey. We gonna be benching it. All right, there's Kiram. Remind me to not play my Culver's cards, chat. Do you think they have the energy to... There's a water energy. Are they going to show me... Okay, whew. I thought they were going to show me water and metal or something like that. I was going to be like, that's bonkers. All right, there's a Guzma off the trekking shoes. All right, because they have to reveal. Or did they discard it? Yeah, they did discard. All right, what do we draw? Barney. You got 6 cards in hand. That might be a better shot at drawing the energy. But then I'm just putting 2 damage counters on Kiram, so does it even really matter? And they put a fire energy on it. So like they are quite a bit of ways from doing that. Is DDE legal? Let's see what we got here. Do I have a Gallade? I do have a Gallade. I've got Misdreavus, Mismagus in hand. So yeah, I do want routes here. I do want routes. Yeah, I mean, we just go ahead and give the dragon opponent with a Kiram and nothing else. One less thing to worry about. And then we drew Brock Scouting for our Kirlia if we need to. So yeah, boom. It makes benching kind of worse for them too. Oh, there we go. Trying to make my opponent's hand active. I might have to make this unwindowed. All right, escape rope here. Yeah, we'll go up in a routes here. How do they let you play Dark Energy if it's only a 1-of? So it's a singleton format. It's a monotype format, but energy is not typed. So like I can play Dark Energy in my Psychic deck. So yeah, it's totally legal to do. Like, you know, you got Dragon, it's like the epitome of that deck, right? Like this Dragon Pokemon has all these attack costs, but like you can still play it. So yep, you can. You can. All right, Hisuian Heavy Ball here. Ooh, I got lots of boys in the bin. I think this Yamask is gonna do work. I think Yamask here. I really wanted to find an energy beforehand, but we can just Kirlia here. So I'm gonna Kirlia. I got Iono and I got Gallade, so I'm gonna ditch the Pokegear here. Ditch Pokegear. Oh hey, there's an energy. There's also Calamitous Snowy Mountain, which is kind of hilarious. I don't have any energy attached to my monkey yet though. So I think the game plan is this and this, and then we'll end our turn. Let's our opponent look for another supporter potentially off of the attract customers. But we'll Guzma up next turn. I'm probably going to try to Guzma up the Kirim again. All right, here comes Adventure Bag, that U-turn board. Probably looking pretty nice here. Thinning the deck too. Really important. That Turbo Energize. Okay. Our opponent might be putting the Kirim in the active for us. So here's Mysterious Treasure. All right, and they're going to bench for us. Here comes the Drago. Drago drawing up to 4 is pretty sick too. So bench Drago, track customer. Sequencing really important. All right, there's going to be Peony. Peony's kind of busted here too. Discard your hand, go find 2 things. And the other 2 cards are tools, right? So there's not really a lot that they need to discard. Oh, cool. They are going to put the Kirim in the active. Putting the Kirim in the active, not ideal. Obviously, they would have needed, like, an energy, though. I don't know if they have a way to get energy. Turbo Energize getting around Calamitous Snowy Peak also. It's busted. All right. I kind of hate how this looks. All right, that's a little bit better there. To be honest, my face should probably be on that side. I'll know that for next time. I'm not really in the mood to switch it around. All right, there we go. Now you can see their bench a little bit better. Obviously, my setup not ideal for... What is it? For... PTCGL. Oh, Stormy Mountain here. Gotta get the Drampa. So we're playing, like, pure Drago box. But, like, why the Kirim? Just don't really get the Kirim. I got a lot of abilities on their side, too. So where are those attached cards going? Onto the Drampa. Alright. So we draw here. U-turn board. Not the worst. Alright. Probably wrong here. But I want to discard Iono and see what we get. Devolution is a bad card. But I am going to go Gallade. Let's Buddy Catch here. So I could go Guzma. I could go Crispin U-turn board too, and then have the Dark Energy to attach. Let's go Guzma this turn though. Let's go ahead and Guzma up this. Let's bring up our Uxie. And then let's go Painful Memories. They've got Colress Tenacity in hand. I don't know what that gets them here. And I don't really... Because they put the Kirim in the active last turn, too. So, like, they weren't probably getting off an attack this turn. They're probably going to go Raging Bolt here. It looks like Raging Bolt's potentially prized. It's the only dragon friend I think we're missing. And here comes Colress Tenacity. They're missing what? What's the dragon that attaches fire energy to the bench Pokemon? They're missing that friend. I have one, so Reshiram. All right, there's Pokestop and fire energy. Okay. All right, so here comes Pokestop. All right, getting 2. They got 2 energy in the bin, so energy retrieval, nice pickup here. They got the fire in hand, so the water plus the fire is the needed attack here. Missing out on DDE is kind of rough. All right, there's Tulip. All right. Let's Buddy Catch here. I still want to get set up, so... I like the idea of Ball Guy. Quick Ball, Nest Ball. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get Crispin in case there's ever like a point of like getting some damage in. But yeah, we're gonna go 100% this ball guy here. Timer ball, quick ball, nest ball are my options. Let's start with a timer ball. Double tails, baby. All day, every day. We're not doing anything if you're not doing that. Get rid of TM Devolution. It is a bad card. I do want to get... To be honest, let's get Giratina to hand here. We might find a way to discard it. Let's go ahead and get Nest Ball. Let's get our Misdreavus. Alright, with our Tulip in hand, I feel pretty safe just doing this, though. Ripping Pokestop. Alright, cool. There's some energies, so like Raihan is live if this gets knocked out. Let's do the thing. More damages. All the damages, chat. Tulip is just psychic energy, right? Missing our sad little dark energy. Alright, go to Pokestop here. Finding all three. Finding Switch Cart is pretty huge here, too. Switch Cart gonna let him get in that attack. Alright. And then I'm probably going to Raihan to Monkey off of this Gallade. So Raihan to Monkey. Go find Kofragigas. Okay, switch cart into the Petsagiri. Making this happen. So this does mean we're going to get rid of Misdreavus here. All right. Drampa doing a bit. Drampa doing a bit. All right, there's 140. All right, go open a Monkey. They were always going to take first blood, chat. We knew it. Earthen Vessel's a pretty good draw. Because Earthen Vessel lets me take a couple KOs this turn. So Earthen Vessel. Away the Tina. Let's go and get... do I need to save some for Crispin? Not really. Not really. Alright, let's Buddy Catch. Let's hope Raihan's in our deck. I didn't do a good job checking. There we go. Alright. Let's go Raihanin. Put a dark energy there. There's our Kofragigas. Boom. Boom. Let's go ahead and pop Giratina onto our bench. Put some damage here. Put some damage here. Alright, let's retreat into our Kofragigas. Let's go ahead and attach an energy to this Tina. And then let's just Law of the Underworld. So this is great because it puts Regidrago in knockout range. 2 for next turn. So if they don't deal with Monkey. Ooh. Getting the Mimikyu is pretty cool. I need energy back into the deck for that to happen, but that's pretty cool. Alright, there's Raging Bolt. And here comes Energy Retrieval. Raging Bolt's kind of scary. So our Kofragigas does get knocked out, which is actually kind of not terrible for us. Oh, going with the U-turn board there, though, huh? We get to stay ahead. We get to stay ahead. Because we do get to take the knockout on Reggie Drago, again, as long as Monkey Dory's still around. And if Monkey Dory's not around, I think, you know, we got a little look at getting it anyway. All right, Pal Patton. All right, there's Guzma. And the fam coming in. All right. Things looking good for us. All right, let's go here. How am I getting this energy on to Giratina is the question, though. I got Uxie in here. Yeah, so we might. This might be a Tulip turn. Might be a Tulip turn. Let's see what we got in here. Lusamine, Cynthia, Arvin. We'll grab a Lusamine. Thinning is winning. I will go ahead and Tulip it up. Let's go there. Let's go there. And let's just grab 2 energy. So yeah, let's bench. Let's bench. Let's bench. Go energy to Uxie here. You know, to be honest, I should have gotten Blacephalon down. I didn't see it in the deck, though. Let's go ahead and retreat into Uxie here. Let's go ahead and Monkey. We're going to Adrenabrain. Take these, and we're going to put them somewhere else. Honestly, we might just start putting them on the Drampa. And then let's just go Painful Memories here. That'll take care of the Reggie Drago and let us keep some other damage counters on the board. All right, there's an Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball is kind of nice. Again, I've got counter gain in my deck. We're just never behind. Drampa gets, again, KO'd from Adrenabrain here, if nothing is done to that. I've got Ultra Ball. Oh, here's a Marnie. Okay. Bye-bye cards. New cards? Better cards? Okay. Those are cards. Night Stretcher is just Uxie again, right? All right, can we do it? Are we doing it? These are the questions we need to ask ourselves. Can we do it? Are we doing it? All right, there's Mysterious Tail Mew. All right, I still need the energy. So, do we have an energy in our deck? I got Cynthia here. Cynthia's a decent look at it. What's Buddy Button Poffin looking like in our deck? Alright. Nothing great. I'm a Night Stretcher. Let's just get back said Uxie. Bench that bad boy. Let us Cynthia rip. Energy, 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 energy. Now there's the dark energy. Not really the one I wanted, chat. Not the one that I wanted. So let's go ahead and retreat into Tina. Throw this Vengeful Punch there. Throw this there. Let's go ahead and Monkey Dory. We'll do all that. Take a KO. And stay ahead. There's Inkay. Alright. And then we just end our turn. Alright, so Revenge won't work for the full damage here, because it didn't get damaged by an attack. It got damaged by damage counters. So Revenge should do the 140. So we'll see what ends up happening here. Energy Turbo Patch, fail. Here's a Gutsy Pixaxe. It's going to reveal Crispin. Let's see if Crispin gets used here. We have our own Crispin. It's pretty useless. Alright, here's Guzman Hala. Probably want to get rid of this old cemetery is what I have to imagine. 17 cards in their deck. We're looking a little light over here. I got the Inkay though, so if they do take the knockout here, I'm pretty happy with like being able to just bench Inkay. Giratina always has the potential to come back. Just hoping that this Vengeful Punch gets to stay. Alright. Doesn't show me what cards they get off Guzmahala. Excuse me. One of the bugs. One of the bugs. Oh, here's Lost City. I wonder if they know that Revenge shouldn't take the KO here. I wonder if they know that it's not going to work. Unless they attach another energy. They attach another energy. There we go. Rainbow Energy is going to do some additional damage, though. Getting rid of Giratina, not like the end of the world. I'm going to have to Field Blower probably Lost City and this away. It's going to put 4 there. Alright, they're going to take a prize. Go up in a monkey here. See what we draw. There's Palpad. Palpad's perfect, I think. So Field Blower. Those two things away. Let's bench an Inkay. Let's go ahead and do the thing. I would like Raihan, and I would like Tulip back into my deck here. I am going to Buddy Catch here for said Raihan. Let's check that Miss Magus is indeed in my deck. Let's go ahead and Raihan. Energy there. Let's go and get our friend Mr. Magus. He is good and ready to go. Alright, so we do get to take the KO here. Energy gets shot back there, then something getting KO'd. I need to set myself up for a potential KO next turn. So I'm going to Adrenabrain. Need to save these damage counters. Let's retreat into Miss Magus here. And then let's go ahead and Eerie Voice. And that shouldn't proc either because it's not damage counters. All right, let's see what we get. Hey, Hisuian Heavy Ball. It came. That'll be good discard follow for this Ultra Ball when we need Malamar next turn. So doing 60 to the bench. If they get rid of Inkay, you know, kind of a bummer. But I think we just win. If they KO that, I can just Tulip for energy on Monkey Dory. Move 30, do 60. So yeah, I think Monkey Dory wins the game here. They're trying to do 90 somewhere. But they might just trying to be 130 to Miss Magus. We'll see what's up. Alright, here's Crispin. They might just be trying to do a ton of damage. Oh, they only found 1 energy. That's a bummer. Yeah, they're doing 90 off a Thunderburst Storm. They're doing 130 off a Dragon Headbutt. They're dead on board if they Dragon Headbutt. If they do 90, which they're electing to do, then you make sure they target the right thing. And they chose Monkey Dory. All right. Let's walk through the winning line here. So Ultra Ball away. This and this. Let's get Malamar. Let's go ahead and Buddy Catch here. I should have a Tulip in my deck. So now I'm going to go Malamar. We are going to Psychic Recharge. Fun game. And then we can Tulip. Just for an energy. Alright, here comes our Gallade friend. And we'll Swing Slice. Woo! We did it. We beat Drago Box. Sure. I'll shift that back to Mimikyu. Fun game. Hey, look, and Horror Energy was our last prize there. Cool. I like that deck. That was one I kind of put together this morning. I've seen some different versions of it. I tried Flutter. What is it? Flutter Main? Flutter Main seems pretty cool. Some, like, promote shenanigans maybe could happen, especially for, like, HP boosters or something like that. But it just never really felt good. And then the other card that I really liked a lot was the Wheezing that does damage on basics. But it just, like, again, 2 energy over, like, the 1 energy attackers I'm going for. Seemed great. And then, like, do you Giratina in that spot? I don't know. So I didn't like it. Didn't play it. All right. Next deck. Deck I've never played. We're going to play Echo Blubber's Fire List. Just like a low-costed, low-to-the-ground Fire List. Playing Salazzle, Macargo, Engine. It's got Scorch that does like 130 and Earthquake. Hey, what's up, Jason? GG's. Is that who I was playing? Nice. That was a fun game. Tons of fun. I thought we were cooked for a bit with that one. All right. All right, try this Fire List out. Moltres, 1 energy, got damage counters on it, can do some work. Scorch, I just mentioned 1 energy, does 130, but Earthquake damage back to the bench. Trying to think what other we've got. Chi-Yu, 2 energy, 140 with Mega Fire of Envy. So we're just really low-costed fire deck. We'll see. We'll have to see how it goes. Rodger said he was having a ton of fun with this list. I've been enjoying fire, but I've been enjoying my fire, which is not a fire that I think most other people would enjoy. So, always good to try out other people's decks. So, I probably got 1 or 2 in me. 1 or 2 more in me with this. And then we'll call it a night. 6 games is a lot. Okay. I was wondering what had happened in the earlier games with the Crispin. Yeah. Crispin is like if you're trying to figure out on a new UI, it's one of those weird ones. Because I remember doing it on Twin Leaf and not quite understanding what to do the first time either. That made it definitely easier the next time I went and played it here to figure it out. So I get you on that one. Crispin. Fun card though. Just bombed it. Is Dragon missing DD? I'm assuming, right? Like it's missing DD in this format. It's missing the Rush Room. If it had those 2 pieces, it'd be great. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, Jason. Yeah. Glad you're liking the content. I'm glad that I'm back after a little bit of a break too, to produce some more content. Not sure what that content looks like for the next week. It's at least going to be something like this. Got to get my code cards in so I can brew some more decks. Also got to figure out what these decks do. Rodger, where are you? Someone call Rodger. Where's Echo Blubber at? I need his help. Coach me from the sidelines. All right, here we go. Heads. This is always the deciding factor. Do they let me go first? Yeah, they did. Nice. I like that. Like, people were talking about people letting them go second in the early stages of this. So I'm glad that people have come around. All right, we got kind of a good hand, to be honest. I got free retreat cast form. I got energy. We're playing water. Never good. Let's start with this trekking shoot. Man. Yes, for next turn? That means I probably get Magma Basin on my deck. So I got Salazzle. I got the Ninetales. I don't have the Moltres. But we are playing Magma Basin, right? Magma Basin, Artisan. Yeah, so we got stuff. So ditching that's the right call. In turn. Air Balloon's pretty nice to have too here. Getting that attachment's going to be kind of important, I think. Because theoretically, I don't know if theoretically. Here's Irida. Irida's interesting on turn 1. It does get you Buddy Buddy Poffin. Maybe Basculin as well. So it does get you like 3 Pokemon as a setup. So it's just like, you know, Scuffed Gloria here, which is kind of busted. I really like the Irida for the following turn. So if there are other options, that seems good. Rock Scouting, still. Just like in this format. Maybe in Gym Leader Challenge, like the in cards, we should be playing Rock Scouting. People told me it wasn't good enough. But like, it's just flexible. It's so flexible. Erase, not flexible. Gloria, not flexible. You're worried about Badoo, Poffins getting boomed off you sometimes. You know, you're not being able to play Ball Guy if you're worried about Badoo. So like, Rock Scouting just being able to get you an evolution when like one evolution can get your whole deck churning, it's probably worth it, right? Like, it's probably worth it in water. It's probably worth it in something like Psychic, where it's like getting Kirlia, getting Drizzile, you're good. And then like it just sets you up. It gets you 2 Pokemon when you need it. So there's that. All right, let's Acrobike here. I mean, yeah. Yeah. All right. Because now this is just draw 3, right? Right. Let's go ahead and roast reveal here. All right. And so now, Force Tenacity gets to be Artisan and a Fire Energy. And then let's go Artisan. And let's just get Slugma to the bench. And then let's end our turn. Alright, so 1 turn away from a potential cast form here. I can Macargo. Probably. So they're going to Artisan, which is nice. I don't know if we're playing Avery in our deck. We might have Avery. This is a Rodger list. It had good cards in it, so I'm hoping that Avery's so good. Draw 3, needed in this format. Discard bench, needed in this format. I don't see a Rain Dancer on that side. So I don't know how worried I need to be. So Toddle over here ain't a thing, man. But Level Ball into Drizzile is a thing. So this is going to happen here. I could Macargo stack the energy to go Bird Keeper, save Guzma Hollow for a later turn. I'm killing Drizzile. I mean, if I can kill Drizzile, I'm killing Drizzile, chat. We're doing it. Ain't nobody need that Drizzile. Get it out of here. What's Macargo's retreat? What? 3? Oh, goodness gracious. 3? I could also go... No, they're going to get Guzma Hala here. What are you getting off Guzma Hala, chat? I might need to Vulpix snipe here if I can. Alright, gonna discard Gladion and Ordinary Rod. So Prizing looks good here. They do get a Retreat Tool, plus a Stadium and a Special Energy. Not behind, so I'm not sure what Special Energy Splash, potentially. If they go Splash, Splash might be a little bit of an issue if they go Splash onto Drizzot. Alright, here's Brooklyn Hill. Not really concerned too much about that. Ooh, you guys, if you guys have been playing this, you'll have to tell me if you've been dealing with people in chat, or at least while you're playing the game, using stadiums that they shouldn't. All right, energy on Citadel here. I'm gonna put the Articuno. See what our draw here is. Okay, Timer Ball's busted. All right, 2 heads here. Just gonna grab... I guess we're grabbing both here. All right. Ninetales. I'm a cargo. I guess I got a Guzma Hala here. And I guess it's got to be sent to Scorch. Goodbye. Goodbye. I barely knew you guys. I like you a lot. I still like you. All right. So, Vitality Band. We need a Magma Basin. And then probably just want... Still Synergy there. Probably need the Heat Energy here. All right. So, let's go... Magma Basin. Let's go... Attach card there. Then attach a card here. All right. And then let's go ahead and smooth over to put any one card on top of our deck. Probably just going to go research. I got a lot of playable cards in my hand. And then let's go Ninetale Dance. I just got to take care of the Drizzile here. With 3 cards in hand, they didn't have the evolution last turn. Just like getting rid of a potential consistency piece like that. It's just so busted. It's so hard to deal with too at 160 HP. I think it's almost always right. And the funny thing is I can Bird Keeper up and do it again here. And I can also find the Field Blower if I need to. All right, here's Iono. Iono's a good card. All right, we found Chi-Yu, which is pretty good. They found Marsh Stomp. And they found the Hisuian Basculegion, which will be a pretty good KO return KO attacker. There goes counter energy on Articuno. And they're going to find the evolution instance here. There's the Swampert. All right. Now they got to move that energy. It's going to be hard. I mean, this is going to be like almost impossible, I think, from this point. I am going to get to take a KO with Chi-Yu here. I would like to find some recovery for Vulpix and for other friends. Finding the Marnie is pretty good here. There's Chi-Yu. There's Sizzlepede. Let's go ahead and stack an energy as well. Smooth over here. I'm going to stack an energy on top of my deck. There we go. I want a Marnie. I know that they got their draw engine. Let's put that to the bottom. Cool. Let's see what they put up here. Let's see what they put up. Because I don't care about the Articuno anymore. Alright. I'll take it. I do kind of just want to burn, like, let's just see more cards here. There's a Mela, so like I'm very happy with the decision there. Let's go Mega Fire Envy. Alright, we did it. Alright, we're somehow ahead. One big boy, and it's all over, but that's okay. Ordinary Rod's kind of cool. What is Ordinary Rod? Ordinary Rod puts like the whole gang back in the deck. All right, here comes the Toddle. I wonder if that means they got access to the big guy, or if they're just going to plan on avalanching. Avalanche is kind of busted. 30 and 10 everywhere. It's a big, hefty spread boy. All right, Timer Ball. All right. It's going to be heads. Heads. No. I feel so bad for our opponent. Feel so bad. The double tails Timer Ball never feels good. Back in the PTCGO days too, right? Like how many Timer Ball concessions were there? All right. I think we're gonna see the Ultra Ball here. We're gonna go after the Whale Lord with our cast form potentially. Having the Gooseman hand is pretty nice. They still need an extra energy attachment, right? So here's Rescue Stretcher. They're still missing one more water energy in their 2-card hand. They're going to shuffle some cards back into their deck. Here's a Nest Ball. Recover that. Sobble. Alright, I'm going to do 100 to our Chiyu, which is enough to KO it. Alright, let's go Ordinary Rod here. I'm going to need Chiyu and Scorch back. Having 2 of the fires will be worthwhile. And then let's level ball here. See what we got left in the deck. And then let's go ahead and smooth over. Let's get good old Scorch on top of our deck. Let's go ahead and Magma Basin. And energy there. I guess in order to do this, I did need to be able to draw. So a little bit of a mess up here for us. That's okay. We'll just do this. There we go. There's our pieces. We'll save this fire energy to draw for next turn if we need it. I could have cast form as a powered up attacker too. All right. Yep, let's do it. Whew. So now the 150 from cast form knocks this out and then takes double prizes, so we're not falling behind. And then I've still got, 1, 2, 3 targets in deck that I could potentially KO as well. So, things are looking okay. All right, what's Lake Acuity do? Takes 20 less damage. Okay, we'll have to get that out the way. I got some ways to do that. Might put Old Cemetery in play. I need a Field Blower first, though. Field Blower doesn't help me a ton on the Lake Acuity. I think I just need to put something that we don't mind getting bumped here. Alright. Special horned. We've been horned. Alright. Open the cast form here. Well, that's good. We can Old Cemetery. Let's start with, let's go Rainbow here. Fire got an Earthquake Mon. Yeah, the Cinescorch is pretty cool. I do want to do this first, I think. So again, this is going to do 150. We are getting rid of our own Old Cemetery here, which is a little bit of a bummer. I do get to get through that and save my Field Blower, though, which is nifty. Do I have Hand Disruption? I have an Iono. Is Iono worth it? I'm gonna save this fire energy. Alright, let's Iono here. Take them to 3, take us to 4. There is a Hisuian Heavy Ball. This Enhanced Hammer is kind of good on this Wailord, right? It would have been cool if I got to Enhanced Hammer before this Recycle Energy went back. Let's go Enhanced Hammer. Alright, let's High Pressure Blast. 150, that's 280. Take double prizes. We did it. Alright. Hey, there, well, it turns out we couldn't get our Field Blower anyway. And then we got 2 ways to smooth over beyond Salazzle too. So Robo Stick is really cool in conjunction with like Salazzle and stuff. Alright, here's Enhanced Hammer. Alright, there's the Wailord. No energy attached, though. And here's Lucamine. If they get a Stadium, though, it lets me take another KO. The real bummer is I just don't think I can afford this Field Blower right now. Or to discard any fire energy. I'm kind of low on fire energy. Rodger, this deck is sick, by the way. I don't know if Rodger's watching it, but if you're watching back the VOD later, this deck is absolutely sick. I love everything about it. Alright, choosing Lucamine here. Getting loose. Use Mahala. Gotta go to the log here. Use Mahala Iono. Okay. Alright, Aqua Patch to the Wailord. If they got Reversal, that makes a ton of sense, right? I got to figure out a way to take 2 KOs. There are outs around Wailord, right? And I don't know if we've used our Guzma just yet. So Guzma is still in the deck. Would love a way to recover Ninetales, because Ninetales is just a free prize on this board. All right, there's a Cynthia. I was thinking about going for that anyway. All right, let's buddy pop in here. Just see what we got going on the deck. Research Arvin. All right, enough. So what I think I need to do here, is I need to get recovery cards. I need to get a recovery card. I think I need Ninetales. I think I need Vulpix. There they are down there. So let's smooth over to start. Need to also check how many fire energies in my deck too. Just 2. Okay. I could get the stadium too and take the knockout here and then let's like kind of fiddle my way to the last knockout. Which to be honest, like with Mela and all this other stuff and Guzma, like doesn't sound the worst. My opponent's on 3 cards. Just not having a ton of energy recovery options is getting me a little now, is the only thing. So what card do I want? I think I just got to go cheat you. And I was going to like roast reveal, but I think I need the energy. But I think we still got to do it. Let's go roast reveal. All right. Not the worst. Let's go cheat you. Let's Cynthia here. Hope for the best. All right. I didn't get the energy, but I got some other things that would help me out a bit. Let's rescue Stretcher. I want to put those cards back into my deck. Give me this. Give me this. I have to choose 3, so I guess we'll go Sizzlepede here. Is there anything I'm willing to sacrifice? No. All's in the turn there. So we got to find an energy. Got to find an energy. We got 2 in the deck still. Then we got Mela. It's our last recovery card. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to eke this one out. It's going to be tough for our opponent too, though. Especially with this Articuno in the active. I would just love to get Ninetales going for days. There's a Wailord with it's fully charged up. All right, here comes Iono. To be fair, our hand wasn't doing much. All right, there's the Mela. So if a KO happens, you got to look, sis. All right, there's Drizzile. They've played Iono, so that may be Escape Rope or something. I just don't know if we'll be able to win. Really need to get a KO like next turn. I mean, they still need to hit the KO this turn. I feel like our chance is infinitely better if they miss on the KO this turn. Just having Mela as my only card in hand. Not the worst, but again, not the best. Rodger, you'll have to tell me again. It might just be that this is my first time ever playing the deck. You got Ordinary Rod as your only energy out, right? Or am I missing one? Or is it just prized? All right, they missed. They missed on the KO. And Cynthia and Caitlin's a great one because that's just Raihan. That's more energy. So I get to smooth over here. I need Energy Stadium to attack with the thing this turn. So I think setting up Vulpix is actually just like a safer play. And then let's go. Do I have to discard a card? Yes. And I would like to get. Ooh, have I not? Have I? Might have already Raihan'd here. Just Rod? Okay. I want to see more cards. This lets us attack just next turn, though. So let's get Tenacity back. Alright, cool. And then we'll go Ninetales. We'll go Energy. And then we'll end our turn. Alright, here's Escape Rope. Not unexpected, you know? We'll sacrifice Saddle Moltres here. Here goes another Energy onto Wailord. Go to Marnie. Marnie's sad. Firebringer on Chi-Yu. Alright, the Guzma's not the worst in the world. Arven is Ninetales, but I don't know if it's Ninetales Energy. There's the Pot Helmet there. I mean, we're definitely on the stall plan. Let's see what they got going on in here. They're going to Pow Pad. Okay. We've been whaled. Yeah, I think I want one more, whether it's Lana's Aid or whether it's like Clara, Super Rod, Energy Retrieval. I don't know. I feel like I just want one more energy thing. It's like the only thing. And again, first time playing the deck, so I'm not gonna say for sure what I want, but it's thoughts running through my head. That's an interesting one. That's Mela, right? All right, where does it stick? Look at the top four. So I could Mela here. So let's do our thinning is winning first. Smooth over. So I just have Raihan. So I do just have Raihan. I should have mellowed this turn and then Raihan the following turn. So what's Arven get me? Arven doesn't get me anything either. Guzma is just the stall. So this is just putting me too reliant on the draw for next turn. I guess I get like a look at the prize too. All right. Thank goodness Ninetales is so good. But yeah, that should have been a Mela, I think. All right. Hey, there's Boss. I could like Boss and Guzma stall, right? If we need to. We're at one prize. One prize. Oh, they're going to play Rosa here. So our out is this Articuno, because I'm pretty sure they're going to get Marsh Stomp here. Yep. And they got Counter Catcher too. Are they going to Counter Catcher up? Counter Catchers. So cool in water. Draw through their deck here. Discard a tag call. So this means they probably got the Guzma for next turn too. What's the Counter Catcher play, chat? What's the Counter Catcher play? There's counter catcher. All right, there's Macargo. So we draw here. Field blower. All right. So there's a tool that lets stage 2s retreat. So I don't want to use that. Arvin doesn't get me a lot either. I think it's just boss stall. Alright. Just got to do 9 damage to Articuno. We get got by... This is not playing around Scoop Up Net. By going after the basic. I think that they would probably Scoop Up Net the Garstomp anyway. But this was playing around this right here. So... Now, Ninetales... So now I just win. Because now... Wait. That was our last prize? Dang. Alright. Cool. GG's. I thought we had one more prize to go. But yeah, did not play around that. Oh, Rodger. The energy, man. Energy was getting me. That was a fun game, though. We played really well into like a weakness matchup. I want to play it one more time. I'm not going to make any changes. And then we're going to play one more time. Be a little bit more responsible with our energy. I'm not sure if we could have been more responsible. I'll have to watch that one back to see where we could have been a little cavalier with discarding some energy. I know turn 1, I was like, oop, gone with Earthen Vessel to an energy because I knew that the following turn I had the potential for a Magma Basin play. So I knew that that was in my head. Lusamine would also be kind of cool in this deck because then you can get Raihan or whatever back again. Plus you could get the Magma Basin Stadium. It's like Lusamine is kind of a cool thought. I get Robo-Stick. Robo-Stick works really well with Macargo. I don't really like the card, but I mean, it's what we got. Robo-Stick, Trekking Shoes, Acrobike, all those cards work really well with Macargo. I wonder if Rapidash would be better. All right, cool. That's actually a pretty busted start, is the Vulpix. Just need to start. Oh, it looks like we get a mulligan at least. What is this? Fighting and metal? Is this dragon? Or is this just Heatran metal? Yeah, I'd like to draw 3 cards. Hey, look at that. Buddy popping. Noibat. Okay. Oh, we get to go second too. Aurora Energy, gonna discard a card here. Are they playing the Noivern? Are they playing like a spready type dragon list? What's this? Lucky Helmet. Knocked out from damage. Alright. Let's go buddy here. Let's grab our friends, but let's make sure their evolutions are in the deck. Salazzle Macargo. Go ahead and pop those down. I didn't check very well, but let's just hit some heavy ball. Look at our prizes. Couple Fire Energy prize to 3 to be exact. So we got to make sure we're a little bit more careful than we were before. I do have Earthen Vessel though, but let's just go attach here. I think I'm looking at a KO here. Like Crispin maybe is the only way. I think if we're getting that, we'll take down for 30 here. I'm not sure if this 10 damage will matter. Just depends on what Noivern they're playing. All right, there's a Geary. And here's an Iona. Hate to see that with the hand that we had. We weren't strong in supporters, but we did have the timer ball out. We got Marnie now. Now I do have the energy. I don't think this heat energy is going to matter very much. Ooh, do I have to go after the Axu here? What's the Zygarde do? Is this the Snipe Zygarde too? No, it just does more based on damage counters. Alright, there's a Rainbow Energy. We'll save that for our friends. They got 4 in hand, but we need new cards. Give me Marnie. Ooh, those are not good. Let's take it down. I got Cynthia. I got Tag Call. None of those really get me what I need. Oh, it's got a, what, 6-card hand? I think it's so many cards. Is this just done damage? Oh, okay. Lucky Helmet is helping him out a bit. All right. Capturing Aroma. What is this? 70, but it's got the oh, the 70 dropped to 7 Wyvern? See, I thought it was the Boom Burst one. Makes sense now. It's the spread one. Larry's Skill. Does this mean we have time? We have time. Alright. Fracture has annoyingly 100 HP. That might actually be more, like, easier to deal with as a, Oh, it does 20? Boom Burst does 20? We need to find some evolutions. Alright, let's Chi-Yu. I'm hoping we can take this KO this turn. Let's just, I mean, we're just going to rip. I like having tag calls when they're out. I mean, Timer Ball, Ultra Ball, they're there. Let's get lucky on this Timer Ball. Double heads, please. All right, 1 hit. Probably going to go Cargo here. And then I am going to Earthen Vessel away. Based on their hand. Yeah, probably just Iono here. And I think I probably am going to Ultra Ball away. And Energy and the Nest Ball. Need to get the Ninetales. And then I can go Cargo. I can go Ninetales. I can go Energy here. And then I can smooth over a Professor's Research on top of my deck. Thank you. Alright, and then let's go. Ninetales dancing. I just gotta take the KO there. They don't get to draw the cards either because of damage, counters over damage. And hey, there's a Rescue Stretcher. Which maybe means we stall a bit on our Professor's Research. Because this is like one of our only ways to recur something. Although if they just knock this out, we just go up into Chi-Yu and, you know, GG's. Not quite GG's, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. They have the evolution. All right, there's HP share. I like this in Dragon. Like when you don't have DDE, when you don't have, you know, maybe some of the other consistency pieces, like that's what you want right there. You need XP share, Wishful Baton, those sorts of cards to keep your attackers going, especially when they're multi-costed, you know, in terms of type and, you know, number. All right, Trekking Shoes. Got all the cards. I got Ninetales going down. All right, here's the Haxorus. So it's really cool here. We're gonna do some kind of fun stuff, I think. So Chiyu does 140. And Rodger is playing a stadium that takes 30 away from stage 2s. So, let's rescue Stretcher. I'm going to shuffle cards back into my deck. And then I'm going to smooth over. And so, hopefully Gravity Mountain is in our deck. There it is. Yeah, stage 2 Pokemon get -30. We'll put that on top of our deck. So now, in the top 7, we need to find that, which we will, and an energy. Oh, God, are you kidding me? Not finding the energy. All right, let's level ball here. Let's find the Solizzlepede. That's rough. Absolutely no way. That's such a bummer that we didn't find it. Because now what do you do? Do I just Flare Bringer on the stuff? Oh, God. I mean, now it's just like, we're behind a turn, but I do have Raihan in hand. So, like, I have the same play available to me next turn as long as we don't hit hand disruption. But man, whew, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. All right, here's a Crispin, so they are going to get another charge up attacker. But we got to find a way, like, stay in the game. Missing on that energy, a little rough. Maybe the solution to the energy issue I mentioned is just play more. I don't know. Just a thought. But obviously, like, we had a game plan. We had percentages. Percentages were in our favor. We didn't hit it. That is just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, you know? Our opponent is eating through their own deck, though. Is that a win con? All right, there's the rainbow energy. So we found the energy this turn. So I do get to just Raihan. Energy there. And then we do get to find another attacker. I just want to Vulpix again. I got some hefty boys over there. So I might need to go get a cast form going here. Cast form. There's that. Let's go ahead and smooth over. Might need to smooth over the Mela here. And let's go here. Let's go Vitality Band. And then let's just Mega Fire of Envy. It was cool that we saw this line. But like, I know we had to wait a turn to do it, but it's still really cool that we saw this line. I like this include by Rodger. All right, there's a Guzma too. Could potentially help us in the following turns. All right, 1 energy on this side guard. There's a Gibble. I like to see that. Gibble has 50 HP, so like, if they don't... Yeah, so they don't really have an attacker. Which is weird, this would have done 100. They're just missing the extra water, so they just didn't have the attachment there. So yeah, I'm going Guzma. I'm going Guzma on that Gibble. Go up in a cast form. KO it. Save that Mela. Stack another card on top of my deck. So yeah, this might get us back into the game. All right, here's a Turbo Patch. All right, there's the heads. It's still just doing 60 though. Do they have an out for the cure him into the active? No, just rumble. Okay. Cool. I like where we're at. Do I have a... I want maybe a card to discard some cards out of my hand. Do I have a discard card? Just quick ball. Ball doesn't quite get me what I need to. Next turn. So, what is it that I really want to stack on top of my deck? Now, the answer is... Where's the stadium at? Let's just get a magma basin. Alright. Kuzma, give me the Gibble. You can have my cast form. Alright. Let's retreat here. And then let's 50 your Gibble. Alright. Draw a good prize card. Alright, there's Pokegear. Alright, here's Apricorn Maker. So, I'm trying to map out our route to victory here. I still don't really like where our hand is. Just like, it's kind of clogged with these supporters. And like, because the Battle VIP pass as well. So like, again, maybe Makar going for like Raihan and then Pokegearing into it will be better for us. We're drawing into the stadium. So I might want to go up into Salandit here. And then they decide to go after the Salandit. So I can go 2-2, right? Alright, there's our stadium. So this guarantees me that, plus has a couple of extra looks. I could always fail the Pokegear. This could give me up to 3 looks, plus the guaranteed energy that I need to get the cast form attack off. But it can't quite give me the Salandit retreat, which I needed the Magma Basin for. So, tough choices. So yeah, let's start with the Magma Basin, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to put one onto this. And then let's fail the Pokegear. Let's smooth over. Then I gotta put an energy on top of my deck, because I need to guarantee myself the attack, but I also need the air balloon for retreat. So what am I more likely to draw into? If I leave 3 outs on my deck, I've only got 2 switch outs. I probably need the switch out, right? Alright, let's hope we hit it. Alright, not quite. Not quite what you expect to hit. Cool. End our turn. A little bit of a bummer. I feel like we're just falling a little short. Trying to find these routes of play to power up 3 energy, 2 energy attackers. Tough, man. 130 HP is tough for this deck. Obviously, we haven't used Moltres yet either. Probably moments when I should have Moltres. I do get to go like Raihan, set up Vulpix though. They don't have like that many good attackers kind of ready to go. So there's still a path to victory. We just don't have any ways to tank either. I'm wondering if going like Skeledirge is the route. I'm not sure if Skeledirge is the route though. I haven't played Skeledirge yet in this one. The Gibble's there though. I'll take that Gibble all day. All day, every day. Alright. Putting that damage on my cargo. Alright. Go, Castform, go! Draw energy, draw! Yeah. Alright, Artisan's not bad. Alright. I could stack energy and then Cynthia and Caitlyn and have Mela as an option. I could put Raihan, get the energy. But I feel like I'm just going to be wanting to save that for later. So let's stack energy. Let's stack an energy. I'm actually going to stack heat energy. It seems kind of crazy here. But this does 60 plus 60 if it has damage counters on it. So if this is at 90, it just survives that. So I don't see it being used anywhere else. So just a small thing here. I think it might actually benefit us to just wait. All right, I've got useless battle VIP pass. Let's get that out of here. And then I do want this Raihan. We couldn't have gotten Raihan anyway. So this is the play. All right, look, there's Moltres. And I do get to go ahead and use this to the best of its ability too. So it's like things are working out for us this turn. Get to play Artisan. Artisan is going to go grab us Vulpix. Don't let us snipe the following turns if we need to. I got a quick ball here. I just don't think I really need our tools. I'm not sure if I have another basic in the deck, but just double checking, just thinning down our hand. Let's go here. Let's go Air Balloon on Vulpix. And then let's do the thing. All right. We found some lines. Found maybe a way for us to live. And now, here's hoping that that 10 extra HP matters from this heat. So going up in the Gibble here is kind of interesting. So here's Brock scouting, looking for that evolution. Do they just have Garchomp? And do they have the fighting energy? So 4-card hand, fighting energy. Energy search. So yeah, they got it. Yeah, this is going to be tough to beat. I don't know if we can beat it. Dang, if only we could mill them out 3 cards. Alright. We're going to go up into Vulpix here. Yeah. Come to me. Alright. Alright, we got a boss. I just don't really know what boss is doing us. Take that, Tatsugiri. Alright, boss stall game plan here. Any energy wins in the game. Guzma wins in the game. They got a 2-card deck. They're going to attract customers. If they have no energy left, if they have no switch outs, we've just won the game. GG's. That's a good one. All right, nice. All right. All right. Fun times with fire ended up being the fun time part. 2-0 with fighting, 2-0 with psychic decks I'm familiar with. So I don't want to take anything away from this fire deck. These were I literally put Rodger's list together, and this was my first time running it 2 games. So again, not going to say anything bad about the list. But yeah, we went 0-2 with the fire list at the end. Felt like I was kind of getting it. I saw, obviously, because I just play so much, I saw some lines that were kind of beneficial and helpful. But yeah, that was that. Cool. Hey, kind of fun to be back streaming. Kind of fun to be playing some more Gym Leader Challenge. Glad that it's on live and then the client. So hey, thanks everyone for hanging out with me tonight. I think we're done. Trying to think if there's anything else that needs to be said. I'm not sure when the next time I'll be back is, but hopefully soon. All right, everyone have a good night. Play on live. Hopefully I queue up into you soon. Have a good one.